Hello people, me again. We're back, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia for another big one. Yes, another big one. This one though, for bragging rights and so much more. Because we have Frank Warren versus Eddie Hearn. We have Queensberry versus Matchroom. It's the 5 versus 5 people. It's the one you guys have been waiting for because this one is special. 5 of Frank's fighters versus 5 of Eddie's fighters to prove who is numero uno when it comes to this promotional business. Today is the big one because today it's grand arrivals.
Well, we are on the stage now, WBA light heavyweight champion of the world, Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri, welcome to Fight Week. It's not the undisputed clash with Artur Beterbiev, sadly, that the world were waiting for. But how focused do you have to be? Because this potentially is a massive year for you against a man coming to change his life on Saturday night.
You know, I'm just happy that I have fight because I could not have fight because of injury of Beterbiev. But now I have a serious opponent who has never lost, and it's make me more excited to show the world that I'm the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's welcome our 5 versus 5 promoters. First, International Boxing Hall of Fame promoter, Mr. Frank Warren of Queensberry Promotions, and he is joined by Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing.
Well, we are on stage now with El Jefe, dressed like it too. Eddie Hearn. Eddie, listen, now we are finally here. Decades of rivalry spills over into the boxing ring on Saturday night. All the back and forth historically with the families, the businesses, the Hearns and Warren, Matchroom and Queensberry. Now you're here. What does this opportunity mean to you and to Matchroom?
Well, it was the first time I saw fear in Frank Warren's eyes. You know, I think he realises we're 4 days away from a drubbing. You know, from the moment that he thought could be Queensberry's night, but knows deep down when he looks at this card and he looks at the size of Craig Richards back in that green room. He looks at Amo Williams with a fox's tail. He looks at Ray Ford with the sunglasses on and looks at the size of Filip Hrgović and the determination of Deontay Wilder and realises this ain't going to end well. But on a serious note, this is like nothing we've ever seen before. I've never been so excited about an event. And yeah, we've got the narrative of the rivalry and the decades and the generation of competition. But what we've got is top to bottom 5 world-class fights that you cannot pick from. And, you know, this is an unbelievable concept. You're going to have scores running all night. And ultimately, it's more than likely this is going to go down to the wire, to the big one, to Deontay Wilder against Zhilei Zhang. And we want to win so bad. Our fighters want to win so bad. This is going to be a special night in Riyadh on Saturday.
We're expecting rally cries and team talks and mind games, perhaps, on the other side that we've never seen before from yourself.
Everything. I've got to get in the minds of our fighters, and I've got to get in the minds of his fighters. And I've got to make sure they realise this is the opportunity of a lifetime. For some, to defend their world titles. To some, to resurrect their career. To some, to save their career. And ultimately come back here and be part of this incredible boxing scene in Riyadh. This is it. This is the moment. This is what we live for. This is the beauty of sport. 5v5, 4 days away.
Matchroom chairman, Eddie Hearn.
OK, well, let's hear from the Hall of Fame boxing promoter, Mr. Frank Warren. Frank, you've just heard all of Eddie's claims there. Said he saw fear in your eyes as well. Amongst other things, what do you think of Eddie? What do you think of those cards up there, those 5 that he's picked?
I think he's got a busted flush. Look, we're ready to go. We're ready to roll. My fighters are in great shape, all 5 of them. We're really looking forward to this. There's so much rivalry involved, and we agree on a lot of things now. I agree that they're going to be great fights. They're 50-50 fights. Maybe one of them, 2 of them, maximum 60-40. But nobody can afford to lose a fight. These fights are the most important fights of their career up to now. All of them. They win, they go on to a bigger stage. They lose, they're going to drop down the ladder. This is going to be something extra special. Cracking fights. The rivalry goes back 5 decades between his dad, me, the families and whatever. And now it is still a rivalry, but I think it's more a respectful rivalry, certainly from me and I believe from Eddie. But you know what? This is the boxing game we're in. This is about winners. And we all want to be winners. And my guys want to win. We don't want to win this by coming down to the last fight. We want to win this 5-0. That's what we want, 5-0. We pick 5 fighters that we believe can win the 5 fights.
Well, let's bring in the big man, El Animal. Philip, we'll bring you in just here beside me. Welcome to the stage. Welcome to the grand arrivals. This, a big fight for you. People have been talking about how good you are, Philip, for many, many years now. But what is Saturday your opportunity to show this heavyweight division and show Daniel Dubois as well?
Yeah, it's a great fight for me. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. I would like to thank to Saudi Arabia, to His Excellency, and to all promoters involved. And this is what I was looking for many years. And yeah, I'm very happy and very pleased with this fight. And I want to show everything what I have in my arsenal.
You told me yesterday that the gods have already wrote your destiny for you. Tell us, starting with this weekend, tell us the path of how Filip Hrgović potentially and hopefully becomes IBF World Heavyweight Champion later this year.
The perfect plan would be to smash Daniel Dubois on Saturday, with God's help, and then to fight Joshua on Wembley and to beat him, to come to Wembley, to beat him on Wembley like Croatian national team beat Great Britain national team 4-2, if you remember. So that will be nice to repeat.
Big plans for El Animal, but it all starts this Saturday. The big boys are in town in Riyadh.
Triple D, listen, the last time you were in Riyadh, you showed heart, you showed grit, and you showed power late on. What are you going to show us on Saturday night?
More of that and better. You know, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to do the talking with my fists and get in there and do the business.
And I see you completely donned head to toe in the Queensberry. Frank Warren has backed you through the good times and the bad times. How much is it going to mean to win this, not just for yourself, but also for Frank on Saturday?
Massively. Queensberry, we're going to do it. So, you know, I'm up for it. I'm ready.
Best of luck to you, Daniel. Let's fist bump that. Daniel Dubois, big prediction for Saturday night.
Well, here we go. Team Matchroom, this is your captain speaking, Deontay Wilder. They say with great power comes great responsibility as well. You're the man with the captain's armband this week. Why are you the man and the fighter to lead this Matchroom team to victory on Saturday night?
Well, you know, I'm the man with the big right hand, you know, with the big bomb. You know, nobody has the mentality, the warrior spirit, the warrior heart, and the killer instinct as I, especially when I'm on. When I'm on, I'm the dangerous man in the world, and I'm ready to prove it come Saturday night. But I don't take nothing from none of the guys. All of us are great. We all have greatness in us, for greatness is only determined by service.
You said that the calm, composed, almost nice Deontay Wilder that we saw against Joseph Parker isn't as exciting for the boxing fans. That's what you told me yesterday. What does the boxing world prefer about the man you tell me is well and truly back? What do they prefer about the Bronze Bomber?
I mean, they want the savagery. They want the savage of the Bronze Bomber, you know. I said no more Mr. Nice Guy because I'm in a place of peace. I'm in a place, when I say peace, in an area of surrounded by so many beautiful peoples here. The Saudis want to see action. They want to see excitement, and I owe them that. I didn't deliver last time, you know, but this time, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
And when we talk about action, look at yourself and Big Bang Zhang Zhilei, 63 knockouts between you. When Alabama power meets Chinese power on Saturday, tell the world what happens, Deontay.
Yeah, it's going to be great. You know, I'm looking forward to fighting Big Bang Zhang. As again, I love his acting Zhang, Big Bang Zhang, you know. And when you have Chinese power and Alabama power, it's hard for anything to go out, you know. But somebody like's got to get knocked out. This is a fight that somebody getting knocked out. This is not a 12-round fight. When people come and see the big boys, they want to see the knockouts. And unfortunately, it's between me and him and somebody getting that lights knocked out.
And for you, just finally, as captain, 4 points up for grabs with a knockout. Is that the aim?
Oh, most definitely. We're going on a winning streak. You know, we're sweeping the cars, you know, and that's all I got to say about that.
Well, the Bronze Bomber, well and truly back this weekend. Your Matchroom captain, Deontay Wilder.
Big Bang Zhang, great to see you. Let's stand you just there. The Big Bang. Kurt, great to see you as well, my friend. Zhilei, We spoke yesterday. You said you've been through the training camp of hell, but this time there's a different Big Bang. How dangerous are you right now?
昨天你说从地狱训练营出来，这次你有多危险？
每一次训练营都是地狱式的训练，然后这一次经过上一次的总结之后，这一次比上一次更加危险。
Well, every training camp is a training camp of hell, but this time I learned a lot, so it's going to be more dangerous.
Now, Deontay Wilder says that he has rediscovered the Bronze Bomber, and the Bronze Bomber is back. What are you expecting from Deontay Wilder on Saturday night?
威尔德说这个青铜轰炸机已经回来了，你觉得他回来了吗？
对，他回来了，但是他碰见一颗炸弹。
I think he's back. He's back to being banged.
然后轰炸机遇到炸弹，什么样的结果？
When a bomber meets a bang, you know that's going to happen.
We do know what's going to happen, and also you have the opportunity to deprive Matchroom of big points taking on their captain. How do you feel about that?
Matchroom 把他选做队长，你觉得他们选对了还是选错了？
我感觉是选错了。然后这是艾迪亨在讨好他，然后想要从他身上拿到推广合同。
I think they made a mistake. This is Eddie Hearn trying to kiss his ass, and he tried to get a promotional contract with him.
Fantastic stuff. And finally, you've described this as Chinese power versus Alabama power. I'd like you to tell everyone at home what happens when Chinese power meets Alabama power.
Chinese power vs Alabama power. Bang, bang, bang!
Bang, bang, bang indeed. Thank you so much, Zhilei Zhang. Thank you, Kurt. Big, big fight with the big boys on Saturday night.
Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn have joined us. We just all of us had a look around, and I mean, this is just, they keep doing it, everyone, don't they? Everyone, you think, okay, where are we going to be?
And better.
Yeah, and this here, Times Square, Boulevard City, this is stunning. Incredible, it really is. Can I not be on the big screen? Eddie and Frank are up there. Can I somehow get on there as well, please? It is amazing.
Name up in big lights at last.
No, it is amazing. All your fighters have made their walks. All your fighters seem very, very confident, Eddie and Frank. No last-minute jittery nerves. You're still confident as you were a bit earlier?
Absolutely buzzing. You know, it was going off a little bit backstage between Willie Hutchinson and Craig Richards.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to get a bit of that this week. I was doing an interview down there. Hamza Shiraz stormed it and said, your boy's getting knocked out.
Wow.
And I was, you know, I mean, obviously if I was a little bit tougher, I might have said something back. But it's just, you know, you heard Big Bang up there having a little pop as well, right? I mean, I really like Zhilei Zhang. And, you know, it's going to be a shame to help him up on Saturday night. But this is boxing, and I tell you what, you have got 5 fights, and I can't tell you how desperately everyone wants to win. Not just us, but the fighters, for themselves, for their careers, for their teams. It's an amazing feeling around the camp this week, and it's only Tuesday.
Yeah, you're right about Willie Hutchinson, by the way. I feel like he's been upset with people saying that Craig Richards is a banker to win, and I think he's almost out to prove everyone, including maybe even myself, I think Craig might nick it, prove everyone wrong.
He's there to prove everybody wrong. You know, we put him in for a reason. The reason is because he hit a bit of form, and he really needs to make a statement now. And this, to beat Craig, will be a big statement. You know, Craig's fought at a very good level, no doubt about that. He lost a couple of points in a world title fight. So
he knew what he's lost there. You knew.
No, I'm saying he's fought at that level. So it's a big step up for our man. But Willie's got to prove a point. You know, he needs a big stage. He needs to go out there and show the world what he's all about. So he's got his opportunity now. Now he's got to deliver.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Hrgovic on stage. It always concerns me when a fighter talks about a fight that could happen in the future. I heard Hrgovic there talk about potentially fighting AJ at Wembley, and I'm like, well, you got Daniel Dubois in front of you.
Everyone's talking about fights that go, you know, you got Hamza Shiraz, you got Hrgovic. I mean, Dubois if he wins. Let's look at the size of that fight between Dubois and Hrgovic. Very likely that the winner of that fight headlines Wembley Stadium against Anthony Joshua for the world heavyweight title. I mean, you got that one. Then you got the other heavyweight fight where they're fighting for their career in Deontay Wilder. You got, I mean, Nick Ball against Ray Ford, unbelievable, you know, but the 2 heavyweight fights, the big boys at the end, there is absolutely no way those fights go 12 rounds. No way.
It's not possible, is it? With the punch power all 4 of them have.
Certainly not with the heavyweights. That's a fact. They'll be exciting. And in both those fights, you know, they're big career fights for all of them. You know, the Big Bang and Deontay. Deontay cannot afford another loss, nor can Zhang. You know, they both need to win that. The winner goes on. The loser, I think, has got a real problem coming back. And you look at Daniel and Hrgovic. Daniel's got to prove a point. There's definite needle there. There's no love lost there whatsoever. And Daniel, I was talking to him backstage before this, and he's so up for this, and as is Hrgovic. But he's got to go out again and make a statement and show the world what he's all about. He's got every attribute, and he's got to show this heart. I know he's got it. And if he goes out and does what I expect him to do, he comes through, and hopefully it's him against AJ at Wembley. And then the other fights on the card is just tremendous. I mean, there's such good, evenly matched quality fights, all of them.
It really is. It's 5 main events, isn't it? There's a people's main event, though. That's what's been brewing and growing on social media, and that's Hamza Shiraz versus Ammo Williams. Because that's the one everyone's like, obviously, Hamza's your captain. Ammo's been fantastic since you signed him. Yeah. You've got a guy that knocks you out, and you've got a guy that can go distance and hurt you late as well in Ammo. This is a really tough one to call, this one.
It is, and Ammo's so predictable. Like, he's well out there. I mean, you've seen him, he's got a fox's tail on.
What is that?
And he wears that.
Eddie, wait,
well, sorry,
what
not a fox. It's a tiger's tail.
What is
because
it?
he's now Ammo the Tiger Williams.
Okay.
But the difference is, Hamza, clean-cut guy, right? Beautiful boxing style, but everything needs to be perfect. Always got to set his feet. Won't throw till everything's perfect. Ammo's going to terrorise him in there. Absolutely terrorise him with the feints, with the movements, with his own mind.
Can have his claws out.
Exactly.
Look,
you made him captain for a reason, Frank.
I made him captain for a reason. I'm a big believer in him, and I have been from day one. He's first of all, as a person, he's one of the nicest guys you can meet. He's a great ambassador for the sport. And for sport, not just boxing and the sport, and he can fight. And each fight he's had, we've stepped him up a bit, and each time he's produced, and he's done the business in style. He needs a challenge like this, and it's a tough challenge. It is a tough challenge, but I believe he's got the tools to do the job, and he believes in it as well. So, again, we've got a great fight there. Brilliant fight, and we're going to get the best out of both of them. But you know why? Because they're going to have to be at their best.
Yeah, a few final eliminators, guys on the cusp of titles. The one world title fight is your guy. Ray Ford takes on Nick Bull. Two of the guys that don't talk so much but deliver in the ring.
Two tremendous featherweights. I mean, should be a unification for the Ring Magazine Championship, everything. I mean, you know, I think it's the 2 best featherweights in the world. Battling out, 2 young fighters, one stateside, one UK. Obviously, I back my man, but that's going to be an absolute thriller.
Yeah, you've got the wrecking machine that is Nick Bull.
And it is that. It is the 2 best featherweights in the world. No doubt about that. And we're going to get something special out of both of them. Nick has improved every fight. Everything we've put in front of him, he's risen to the occasion. It's terrible what happened to him last time, but that's gone now. So he focuses on this fight, and this is the chance for him to grab a world title. He's undefeated, but he's in. With, you know, Eddie's man is a quality fighter, so we're going to get something again. I think it's going to be really, really competitive, and you're going to see the best of the best fighting each other.
And let's remind ourselves of what we've got coming your way on Saturday. It's 5 versus 5. We kick things off. Incredible fight in the light heavyweight division. Willie Hutchinson versus Craig Richards. Then to the featherweight division, 2 of the best. You heard Frank and Eddie say it. Number 1 versus number 2 potentially. Raymond Ford versus Nick Bull. Dimitri Bivol stays on this card, and I am so happy he is staying on the card. He takes on the unbeaten Malik Zinad. Captain Hamza Shiraz takes on Austin Ammo Williams. The people's main event, Daniel Dubois. You saw how fired he looked up on stage. He takes on Philip Hrgovic. Is Hrgovic overlooking Dubois already? And then the big one, Zhili Zhang, Mr. Big Bang himself, versus Deontay Wilder. Chinese power versus Alabama power.
Queensberry better than Matchroom. You are having a laugh, Frankie, baby.
You've been running your mouth off far too long.
This is it.
Be ready.
This is the moment.
There's going to be a war.
You're going to find out who the governor is.
I'm bringing 5 of my best. You bring 5 of yours.
June 1st on DAZN.
5v5.
Pack your bags. We're off to Riyadh.
Let's go.
No prisoners.
Ban. Daniel Dubois, you are getting smashed.
Mechanical destruction.
Left hook, right hand. He's mental.
Power, speed, my IQ.
Tall, powerful. I'm just everything, man.
What are his weaknesses?
Slow feet.
I think his big head.
My car.
I'm aiming for that the whole night.
Nick Boy, you too small.
Who's ready to die and who's not.
knocking your lights out.
Queensberry Promotions are going to win.
We've got to win it.
Matchroom all day, baby.
Only one result required. Victory.
That's all that matters to me.
Watch 5v5
live on DAZN.
Let's go. Bomb Squad!